Hello, friends. The day of the Lord is coming. Sing joyfully. 33rd Sunday C. This weekend, the scriptures draw us to an eschatological outlook. Eschatology means thinking or studying about the last days, end times. When we talk about eschatology, we may only think about the destruction of the universe. Yes, all nature has a beginning and an end. There are seasons that begin and end, party begins and ends, journey begins and ends, human life begins and also ends. In this sense, eschatology should be understood rightly. Eschatology is not just destruction of what God created. And human life is so precious that it goes beyond the destruction of this universe. If the Lord has created a temporary dwelling for human life on this earth, He also has a permanent dwelling in heaven for this human life. So our life after death is changed from being earthly nature to being heavenly natured. The science says that all nature is heading towards deterioration. For example, the sun is composed of hydrogen and helium, 75% of hydrogen and 25% of helium. It has already burned off about half of its hydrogen and helium fuel, and it might live about 5 billion years more because of the fuel. When the fuel runs out, not only the sun, but the entire solar system will become extinct. Eschatology, some Protestant Christians call it rapture. They base it on the first letter to the Thessalonians, chapter 4, verses 16 and 17, which says, "When the Lord comes, the dead will rise. We who are still alive will be caught up with them and meet the Lord in the clouds in the air." For Hindus, it is Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga is the last of the 4 periods, and after this, the universe will be destroyed and be regenerated by God. For Buddhists, eschatology is Maitreya, which is a period of greed, lust, poverty, ill will, violence, murder, impiety, physical weakness, sexual depravity, and societal collapse. And at the end, even Buddha himself will be forgotten. For Muslims, it is Yawm al-Qiyamah, which is the day of judgment, and it is characterized by annihilation of everything that there is in this world, including life, which will then be followed by resurrection and judgment by God. The Jews also believed that the Lord will come to judge the living and the dead. Prophet Malachi says, "Lo, the day is coming, blazing like an oven. All the proud and evildoers will be stubble and will be set on fire. But for those who fear the name of the Lord, there will arise the Sun of Justice with its healing rays." Jesus also speaks about the end times his audience could understand easily. Jewish religion is centered around temple worship. Temple is everything for them. Temple is God's dwelling on earth. They could never imagine temple being destroyed, especially after its so many years of renovation and become a beautiful edifice. How could they even imagine that it will be destroyed? The destruction of the temple for them is the destruction of the world. Jesus said, "The days will come when there will not be left a stone upon another stone that will not be thrown down." His followers understood what he meant. They asked him, "Teacher, when will this happen? And what sign will there be when all these things are about to happen?" He said, "Many will come in my name. Do not follow them. There will be insurrections, but don't be terrified. There will be powerful earthquakes, famines, and plagues from place to place. Awesome sights and mighty signs will come from the sky. But before this all happens, there will be persecutions. Not even a hair on your head will be destroyed. For those people who follow God's justice, we will be safe. If you think of destruction of the universe is only the eschatology, then it is a negative connotation, and then it is a cause for sadness. But if you think of eschatology beyond destruction, that the Lord is coming and he will give us his reward, then it is all going to be joyful. The psalmist is so beautifully presenting to us when he said, "The Lord comes to rule the earth with justice, sing praise with the harp and melodious song." And our immediate reaction could be, how could I sing joyfully when everything around me is being destroyed? I remember a scene from the movie Titanic where the ship crashes into an iceberg and the ship rapidly is sinking. People are all terrified and they run helter-skelter to save their lives. But among all this clatter and commotion, there is this band of musicians playing the music of the song, "Nearer to Thee, my God, nearer to Thee." The sinking ship did not destroy the hope of their life. Friends, this world is of course a temporary dwelling, but when this dwelling is destroyed, the Lord will give us a permanent dwelling, which is heaven. Jesus does not rule out the destruction of the world, but what he promises, he will carry it out. By your perseverance, you will secure your lives. God bless you.